前と一緒に仲直りしようぜ。仲直りしようぜ。お前と一緒に仲直りしようぜ。仲直りしようぜ。仲直りしようぜ。僕が大好きだ。だから悲しかった。俺もお前と一緒に仲直りしようぜ。仲直りしようぜ。仲直りしようぜ。
Sukyo, what is up? Thanks for being here as always. So, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I think I'm playing Plus. Yeah, I am playing Plus. Okay. I have both versions on my PC, so I want to make sure I pick the right one because there's more content in Plus. It just came out about a month ago, I think. Let me just post here real quick. I'll get the game going here, or the sound going. So I've played this game before, not the Plus version. I have played the game originally came out. Man, that was like 2013 or something like that. I feel like. But they added new content in this version. Is the music too loud, by the way, Tsukio? Let me know. This game is definitely not for the faint of heart. Just so you know. So, all right, we gotta put in the name rytaku. Not fine. Okay. So it has like a trigger warning when you start the game. so you're aware. Let's just do my name. Here we go. And this is it's a visual novel. So just so you know, I'm gonna probably just put this on auto so I don't have to keep clicking. I guess I could read it. Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Ready? Can I hit enter to? Okay, yeah. So you know the kind of friend you never seen yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you know each other. You know the next door girl, right? So used to walk to school together. She would oversleep. I would get tired waiting up. She's gonna chase after me. I almost feel better off running away. Just sign idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. So there's Sayori. She's the first girl that we encounter. Overslept again. I caught you this time. It's only because I decided to stop and wait for you. She's got the pouty face. You say like you're thinking about ignoring me. People stare at you for acting weird and I don't want to think we're a couple or something. Fine. Did wait for me. I guess you don't have to be. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say. Across the street together, make our way to school. They don't have like the. Okay. They don't have like the voice actors. They don't have voice actors in this, so I hate that I'm gonna have to read it, but as we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commutes. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. He told me to join a club this year. Did I? Did I stutter? It's sure it's possible that I did. Whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Duh. Where you won't learn about how to socialize or having skills before college. Happiness is really important to me. Aw, thanks, Sayori. Appreciate it. I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises. At least you'll promise you'll try a little. I guess I'll promise you that. Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess I'm seeing her worry. Seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a bit. Here we go in the classroom. School day is ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs, man. What about them? You know, Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I have no choice to start with the anime club. Of course. They have an anime club at this school, which is crazy. Come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom. So I don't know who I'm gonna pick this run. I don't know who I'm gonna pick. I'm thinking maybe Sayori to go that route. I don't know. Or trying to think of the names of the other girls. Thought you need some encouragement, so thought you know what? I come in my club, Sayori. There's no way I'm going to your club, meanie. She's the vice president of the literature club. Doki Doki literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. 99% sure she did it because it'd be fun to help start a new club. But she was the first one to show interest in. After the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna go to. Yeah, I'm going to anime club. Why do you care so much? Come to the club yesterday. I bring in a new member. Doing the and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. If Sayori is that much of an airhead, or can't tell if she's that much of an airhead, or if she's still kind of gonna plan this all out. She planned it out, man. It's all a ruse. I let out a long sigh. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Let's go to the hell. That is this literature club. Today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Actually follow Sayori across the school and upstairs section of the school I rarely visit. She's full of energy. Swings open the classroom door. The new member's here. It's like I'm already like part of the club. I haven't even signed anything yet. They're already like, woohoo. You know that freaking that meme where it's like, it's like, man. Don't call me a new member. Yeah, don't call me a new member. Glance around the room. Girl 1. This is so. I think that's Natsuki, if I remember right. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously brought a boy. What do you call atmosphere? And there's Monica. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, don't let them fool you. What are you looking at? You want something to say? Say it. Sorry. Natsuki. That's not... Okay, so that's Natsuki. So that's... Natsuki's not the one that I dated the original playthrough. The girl with the sour attitude. Her name is Natsuki. I'm thinking about maybe Natsuki. Girl 1 and Girl 2 and Girl 3. So you'll... Their names come out here in a second. She's the one who made the cupcakes. So Natsuki is obsessed with manga. And Sayori, obviously. Sayori says quietly in my ear, turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri. Yuri is the girl that I dated. Obviously, you got the long hair. You know, it's like... Don't say anything like that. Yuri appears comparatively more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time. It's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? And there's Monica. Oh, there's Monica. What can we say about Monica? You're about to find out what we'll say about Monica. It's great to see you again. She smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We really target. We were the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Completely out of my league. Having her smile. Generally feels so nice little. You too, Monica. Come sit down. Made a room for your table. You can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about I make some tea? It's been wide, so there's one citizen to Monica and one second. Oh, God. Natsuki grabs... okay, Sayori. Okay, I wasn't sure if it made me choose yet. So Natsuki matches back at the table, tray in hand. Are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Little cats. Whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. So cute. No idea you were so good at baking. You know, just try and take one. Grabs the first one, then Monica, then I follow. It's delicious. Oh my! Oh my! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Sneaking glances in my direction. She's waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. Icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. Not for you, dummy. Baka! Baka! Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turned to the table, carrying tea set. Places teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Who you picking, man? Who's your girl? I need an answer. Who you picking? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's trying to impress you. That's not. Sony Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. What made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here. Yuri, okay, you're going. Okay, Yuri. Whew. I almost want to run through the Yuri playthrough for you. Maybe another time. But, whew, let me tell you, man. I haven't joined in clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Second is pink hair girl, Natsuki. Okay. How come Natsuki or Sayori? Because they both kind of have pink hair. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Were you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels nothing like arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Much rather take something personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Surprised there are other people here. Must be hard to start a new club. Yeah. Let me grab my drink here real quick. Open it for me. It's like right to the brim. Alright. You could put it that way. not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that grabs your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I wish I could like read this how I could in like the Colonel Sanders accent, because that was like so much more engaging. I could read it like that, but that wouldn't really fit the mood. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know, okay, so, yeah, so Natsuki. Natsuki's pink-haired. I guess Sayori kind of has, like, reddish hair. We'll say it's reddish. I think I'm gonna go for Natsuki this run. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. What kind of things do you like to read? Consider I'm a little red if that's easier. I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Mutter quietly, half joking. Natsuki, see, she likes manga. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after saying, don't get trapped, man. Don't get trapped. What about you, Yuri? Let's see. Rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment she walked in. But it's obvious that by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. You know, I like a lot of things. Stories, oh, see, here's what it starts. Like, stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writing can be so dull, you take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped at something to relate to at the minimal level. Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second, never mind. Yeah, that's right, usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Look at it, you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. I can give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? She's the tsundere. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest parts of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you need to set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I got an idea. Natsuki look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. Sounds like a plan. That way everyone is even. Let's do it. Of course, Sayori's gonna be like, yeah. She's the bubbly one. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Don't wink at me like that. Don't smile at me. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic from each one club, I've only come forth what's been in mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. No, I didn't. I did not say that. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and oh, they're giving you the eye. They're giving me the eyes, man. The frowns, the sad face. It's like, how can you say no? That's how they get you. I lose my train of thought. Awful girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But. I'm sorry, I thought, rytaku. You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? The odds of writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. All right, I've decided. I'll join the literature club. I will do it. I'll do it because I'm crazy. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. So happy. Wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, it really scared me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed, says Natsuki. That makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. My life is over. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Bring a poem to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Rytaku, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Okay, that's right. Sorry, never walk home together anymore because you always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Two of us depart the club room, and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica, of course. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. And the plot thickens. All right. I just need to make most of my circumstances and make sure good fortune will find me. That's the spirit, me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. He and Bliss. Okay, I gotta write a poem. All right, pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen. Whoever likes your poem the most. See, they throw in words like massacre and frightening. Oh man. I'm like blind going into this. I wanna go for Natsuki, so I'm gonna do like, see, she likes that. I like kind of like know what she likes. Oh, you seen clips of this? Okay. Oh man. Yeah, people hoping to appease one person and failing. Okay, that was for her. Kitty? Kitty? Okay, peaceful. Games. Yes. Kawaii. Yes. What do we want to do? I don't know. I'm going for Natsuki. I know what Yuri is, and I don't want to do. I don't want to do Yuri. Starscape maybe? No, that was hers. Okay. Dance? Okay, no Sayori. Sadness. See, it's like sadness, depression, nightgown, swimsuit. Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one. Cute. Cute. Excitement. What is boop? Boop? We've got mostly... Oh, dang it. Poof? Okay. Valentine Cafe Comfort. Ah! I don't know. Parfait? Okay. Poetry Slam! Fantasy. Pink. I don't know. Doki Doki! Doki Doki! It's gonna be like awful. It's gonna vanilla? Okay. Okay, I think I got mostly Natsuki. I don't know if that does anything. Hello, hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. I am back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Oh, it is. Trust me. Making you dive headfirst in the literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't want to join any clubs this year. And did in last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Duncan, no. I actually have, I played, so this is, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, which is like a new version where they added more content. I played the original version when it came out, maybe like a year or two after it came out. That was what, like, I think it originally came out, let me see. I think it was like 2013, maybe? It came out in 2017? Man, I thought it was older than that. I started, yeah, I played it probably in 2017, actually. When I did my playthrough, I picked Yuri. Oh, man. I think I'm going for Natsuki this time around to see what happens. So, we'll see. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Yeah, it's true. It is. It's true. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. I always give it my best as long as I'm having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Thank you. Sayori, that's because your room is messy and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. You and rytaku have become good friends too. Sayori, as usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me in. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori, me? No, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up to me to rescue the situation. Don't worry about it. I'm glad I, like, hit that on the mark. Like, I can only do that once. Like, and natural, indeed. I'm gonna just... Dude, I'm gonna be a voice actor. Maybe. That would be dope. It would be dope to be, like, an anime voice actor. That would be so sick. So any nice gesture from you is as simple as a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read. Should keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could, you know, discuss it. Discuss it. Oh, she's got her hair, like, in her hands. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? So, the funny thing is, I follow the artist, Satchley, who did, like, the art for Doki Doki, and I didn't realize it. Like, I follow her on Twitter, and I didn't realize it was that artist after, like, following her for a while, and then I'm like, oh, that's crazy. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. I take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I'm just waiting for it to get crazy. Now that we've settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for club. That didn't seem to be the case. There are Sayori and Monica having a cheery conversation. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't notice her intense expression. She was waiting for this chance. Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet looking for her manga. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things you just can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. I agree with that. I guess. Same with anime. I mean, I still tell people I watch anime, but how do you know? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on one side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand, then she turns the box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most... Dude, I agree with that 100%. Like, if my stuff is not, like, categorized or alphabetically, like, in the right order, I freak out. I know that feeling. I do. I get closer to the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. Series I've never heard in my life. Probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it. You can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. It wasn't judging anything. Didn't even say anything. That's correct. If it is all associated. If it's the tone of your voice, I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, I found out the hard way. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves a book right in my face. Stare at the cover. It features 4 girls and cover, like, it's the same. Animated feminine poses, exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. My 3 individual manga are sacred. Ooh-ah. 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 Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. He takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground. Next to her is signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Takes my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. That's... I guess it's easier to be close together like this. She's really just going for it. Don't say that. Make me feel weird about it. Natsuki across the arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. How long has that been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through all the volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Are you paying attention? I am. Nothing's really happened yet. You can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kind of grew out of these since it's rare to be writing. It's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Obviously. You think I would enjoy something? Do you think I would enjoy something that wouldn't have a plot? I don't know. I mean, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Precursor. Like when they get on their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's what really makes it so good. There are many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Plot. Booba. Yes. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Wah. Wah. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. Guess that's, this is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, she pauses for a moment, doesn't want to admit something. Yes. There's a lot of baking in the manga. Doesn't matter. It doesn't, I was just curious, since you enjoy baking too, that's a coincidence. Coincidence. I just happened to get a baking around at the same time I got this manga. Like, I would never get anything because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. She's got the tooth. She's got the cute tooth. The waifu tooth. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? But you read on her for a few more minutes. I finished quite a couple chapters at this point. How are you supposed to say no to that face, though? Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You don't share your manga with friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Umimasen. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like... Why didn't you read out loud the ... All right, next time there's a ... you're getting it, okay? Makes me want to punch them in the face, ... I know those kinds of people, ... All right, I'm not going to do that. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards other losers over time. It's probably harder for someone like you. That's pretty accurate. Which part? I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what Dad would... Dad's gonna freak out if she's got manga, man. Dad is gonna freak out. You're banned from the manga, Natsuki. At least it's safer in the club room. So she like keeps her entire collection in the club room. Except Monaco's just kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I? Paid off in the end, didn't it? Here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems, maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, am I right? ... There was a space. I don't know how you read out space. ... So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Natsuki starts laughing. Totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character, or Minori, I think is how you pronounce that. You guys feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finished this chapter. Her voice sparkles with excitement is stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. Gotta get her to open up a little bit. Hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile over myself. All right, everyone, here's Monica. Are you all ready for today's poems? Oh God, here we go, the poems. Come on, could your timing be any worse? Sorry. And you make sure we have enough time. You look pretty cozy over there. Ha ha ha. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me with her snaggletooth. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away, a whole foot away from me. I like how they said 12 inches and not just a foot. All right, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book, handing towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Do you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. She's giving me her book. I got a book from Yuri. I got manga from Natsuki. Is that really all right? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Of course, it would take forever to finish. Just finish that one before tomorrow. We can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. Might fall behind on some shows. I gotta, watch my animes. A volume of manga takes like 20 minutes to read, dude. Like, seriously, it takes me like 20 minutes to read a volume of manga if I really put my mind to it. Suppose it's necessary to sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? All right, then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff. Carefully slip the book in my bag. You remember to write a poem last night? Yes, I wrote a poem, Monica. Oh, Doki! Thank you for the gifting, the sub. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting the sub. Appreciate that so much. My relaxation ends. The Pog. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Panda Metal Gaming, you get a sub from Donkey. Such a great person. Wow. We need a one of those, and then we'll do the one of those. And we'll do throw the Cosmo in there. Oh yeah. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share? Find someone to share with. I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. She just ripped it out. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I love my stream deck for the soundboard. Like I got it set to different buttons. I can just do the old oh yeah. All right, who should I show my poem to first? We gotta do Natsuki, obviously. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem, make me go, well, it's not that great. Let me show you what real literature looks like. Natsuki, come on, man. You went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Irk. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss. You like my poem. Man. Fine, I guess. Monica will make me if I don't. Matsuri, not Surt. Not Certium. I like that. So here's her. You can't see some of it, but here's her poem. Eagles can fly is what it's called. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. TF is not. That's. Not. Oh, I can't even say it right now. I can't. The keyboard on my phone is having a seizure. Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously, but isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. It's kind of deep on a level there. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro, she says. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. All right, Sayori. We'll go Sayori. Sayori. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm that kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. To be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously or that you couldn't write one at all. I was just really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention that the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. So like I said before, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things. I keep looking at that Nasturtium. That's something that only really good people do. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to it then. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. So hers is actually like crazy good. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Some of it doesn't rhyme. I don't understand. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not bad. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. The end just, I want breakfast. But like, this doesn't rhyme at all. This rhymes. This doesn't rhyme. It's like, she's trying. Sayori, this just guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. At least makes me feel a little bit better about myself. I still tried my best. Yeah. Didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. That was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Next time I won't forget. I'm going to write the best poem ever. Guess I look forward to it. All right. We'll do Monica. Hello? Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until more settled in. Want to share your poem? Kind of embarrassing, but I have to. Don't worry. We're a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we all get to learn, that we'll all learn to get past soon. That's true. Hey, Monica, my poem. I like it. Really? A lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think something Natsuki would write. Yeah, that's what I was going for. So I'll take that as a compliment. If you say so. There are lots of poems or stories out there that no more than a few simple words, maybe funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. Be back dinner time? All right, I'll see you. Make sure you come back, because it's gonna get crazy quick. So make sure you're coming back. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of? Maybe she's not an expert. I probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. I see why this would be kind of your poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased with their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Aha. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Let's read it then. All right. Hole in the Wall by Monica. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. What do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Yeah, it's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany, yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I gotta show it to Yuri now. Yuri starts his poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on, okay. This is your first time writing a poem? Yeah, what do you ask? Just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? Sorry, she buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers, they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style, separate them from the topic matter, and they form fit it the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri trains her, I missed that one. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Oh, Yuri. We have a history. Of course, it's not something that you can be blamed for. There's so many people, so many different techniques and skills. Different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just the finding them and building them, it's getting back to the work. Getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Now it's going to be a little bit biased though. Bias? Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Look at her eyes, man. She's like, I'm not sure if Yuri is pausing yourself for me or Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as just a rare opportunity for her. I'm bad at writing poetry. Me too. Me too, friend. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Interesting. Sorry I have such terrible handwriting. I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I like the poem, even though it's short. It is really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. To be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, it's writing about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to go to the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. It makes me happy that you think that. Remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Maybe you're right. I'll have to keep trying. Counting on you. All right. Whew. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. A little bit more stressful than I anticipated. Yeah. Because everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I'm trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come out and say something nice? Thanks, but that didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and I did too. And based on that, I will gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And I like her poem too, you know. He even told me I was impressed by it. Uh-oh. You put words in my mouth. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. This music, though. That, like... It's like... That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that I appreciate my advice more than you appreciate yours. How do you know I didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. It's getting tense. The plot thickens. Is everyone okay? But you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as... Natsuki, that's a little, doesn't involve you, I don't like fighting, guys. Turns to me as I noticed I was standing there. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She get over herself too. Learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. And this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them how to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limit yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well, how do I get dragged in this first place? It's not like you know anything about writing. However, I agree with they'll probably think more highly of me, so of course, it's gotta be Natsuki! I gotta go with Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. And Natsuki has a point. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. It did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not, I think that's enough. She was so mean to me. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing. Sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even a small criticism can lead to something pretty hated. I glanced over my shoulder. Sayori was nodding vigorously. Yeah, so You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri. With a face like that, I can't have for bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. It's not like you need to apologize for me. Sheesh. Sheesh! Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about it, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your poos, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems. I hope that was worthwhile for everyone, especially for me. Yeah, thanks. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. Not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. That's what the club is for. I disagree. That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. That's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing, but in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? A lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same. No. So the poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the poems, kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I at least can do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beamed at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. About what happened earlier, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. Perms are both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but doesn't really need to stop there. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an eternal monologue sometimes. All right, let's do this. Oh, God. Okay. Another poem. Here we go. Let's see. Playground. Kiss. Romance. Oh, no. Okay. No. Ah, God, I'm so bad at this. No. Okay. No. Man. Oh, God. Pink. Man. Man. Entering the club room, usual scene greets me. Sayori, looks like you got in a good mood today. I'm still not used to being in a club. That's after all. That's pretty something to get you in a good mood. I guess there's always some things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason. I just want to look at it. Never see her cheese or coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets its contents. Those are tricky. Sayori and I know for which ones are Yuri's. Those are pretty easy to figure out. But between Sayori and Natsuki, those are hard. Those are definitely difficult. She turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't know she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell me to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that. Besides, you can only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that at all. I got too absorbed in my book. Really like when you speak your mind. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. I was like, revolution, what? Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she'd bring me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come here if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles on the desk. Whap! Whap! Yeah, ow, what was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. So happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper, takes a big bite. So good. So Sayori suddenly clasped with her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie in hand, Natsuki reaches up. Sayori leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Glances around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have anything you heard about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I'm either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She probably is more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Monica, sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. And to be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wonder where you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. Didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. Chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It almost looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. She scarfed it down. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki just appeared in the closet. All right, Natsuki. It's not that long. Natsuki comes at me expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry. I kept my promise. Pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably check for the wrinkles. I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. Just want to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. It's a sacred ritual. I don't blame you. Anyway, let me put this one back. Let me get the next one. Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I'll follow. So you can tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. At the chapter when Minori and Alice found Monica. Natsuki's voice resonates right inside the closet. Appear inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around to clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize a bit. Top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes it feel a hop. Trying to figure out how to reach her manga. This is so inconvenient. I'm moving these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. Besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf, Natsuki? There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. Ray! Oh my gosh! With the body pillow redemption, while we're playing the waifu simulator right now. Thank you. I hope you're having a good night. I'll bring it out just for you. Here's the waifu pillow. There's the Mona. We'll get you. We'll do the just chatting so you can get the good look at Mona. There she is. There she is, just for you. Waifu Mona, yes. The waifu Mona. How's your night, Ray? Hope you're having a good night. Have you played this game before? Have you played Doki Doki? If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Hops on the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Have a super pocket night. I just got myself some Wendy's. Nice. Pog. Yes, my cousin's brothers play it. This is Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, which just recently came out. So it is the new version that has some added content. Yeah, it came out like maybe 2 months ago, I think. The original version came out in 2017, and this version came out like 2 months ago, I think. So they added new... I'm pretty sure they added, like, new scenes and stuff. So, more content. Natsuki hops on his stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of his classical design. Tsukio hasn't seen this. He's eating dinner right now, but like he was in earlier, but he hasn't played Doki Doki, so like he's in for a shock. Careful, I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Whoever the purple-haired girl is, I must sit for her. Oh, Yuri. Let me tell you what. I picked Yuri the first time. She crazy, bro. I'm just gonna say that. I'm going for Natsuki. I'm going for Natsuki this time. So, I've already done the Yuri playthrough when I originally played the game. Natsuki used her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See, yeah, the box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah wah wah! Wah wah! Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There, having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Wow, 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 Luigi! No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'd be able to get the... There's no way you'd be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forced her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. Classroom chairs have the desk attached to too inconvenient to fit in the closet. Shots of a teacher's desk with a computer shared behind it. Stream has been alright so far. Yeah, not too bad. We already had a gifted sub, so that's cool. She rolls it on wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've already learned my lessons. I keep my mouth shut. Ush. Ush. Natsuki climbs on a chair, slowly bounces onto her feet. She refuses my help, which I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. There we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Oh, wah! The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Uh-oh. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Hup! Natsuki wraps her arms around the parfait girl's box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy? I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. But even when I have to let go of the chair, that's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. All right. Let me stand up. Slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Sits down at me. Why are you all the way back? It looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki the boss. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my Natsuki's like shake. No, I'm not. I was just... Don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. Boink, 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 boink. What is this music, though? The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki. Kya! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box top pulls out her hands. Book still flying. I got you. Crash. Full force of Natsuki's body throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and back Seriously felt the impact. Slowly. Tsukio, you're back! You didn't miss anything like crazy yet, so. Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arms straight into me as she props herself up. Ew, it's Tsukio. And Natsuki seems to realize it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gah. Gross, gross. Gak. Big sad. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? There's no hate here. You sicko. Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Nani? I need a Nani sound clip is what I need. But in lieu of the Nani sound, I do actually have the bits thing that you can redeem for a Nani sound clip if you so desire. That is a thing that I have set up. I don't have it on my stream deck, but I do have it on the sound alerts thing. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? I'd be broke, but are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez, I'm sorry. And one more thing. Seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. I'll just say the Nani for you. The Nani! Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. My. Eh? I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books. Oh no, it's the Parfait Girls box set. Oh no. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. She's like, it doesn't work like that, all right? Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut and then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Sob. Natsuki, are you? No. Her voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. Oh no, she's crying over her bent manga. That's so sad. I feel your pain, Monica. I feel your pain, Natsuki. I almost said Monica. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day. She sobs again. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. It's just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and true pain, man. True pain. I feel. Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. All right, well, I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside just to help you cheer you up a bit. We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. Didn't expect it all. Man, it's making me sad. Didn't expect it all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Blows her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin scattering the scattered books. Make sure I slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. Isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get to the stool and finish the cooking, move the rest of our books from the top shelf. All right, that should do it. I hop off the stool and Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki's holding the volume I set aside in her hands. All right, I'm ready. Good. If you weren't, I'd make you anyways. Hey, you're taking responsibility for what you said. The true thing about cheering me up. If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time. Open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing out things to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual. It's time to share poems again. Poems. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. even though you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. I'm reading Parfait Girls out here, y'all. I'm reading some Parfait Girls. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Alright, we gotta go with Natsuki again. We gotta go Natsuki first. Reads my poem. She keeps glancing me back at the poem. By now, she must have read more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. Are you trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine. Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me. Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. She runs away. Red-faced Natsuki walks out of the room. Hey, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No! I just told her that. My voice is caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees a poem lying on the floor. Sweatsy picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't you like your poem a lot the other day, too? It hasn't gotten cranky yet. I mean, Natsuki and Yuri kind of got into a fight. It wasn't, like, crazy, but it was, like, the tension is starting to build. In fact, she didn't like your poem a lot the other day, did you? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey, Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hands. Neither of us hadn't noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. I have a bad habit of doing that. But Rytaku wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share it with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot. My poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think it's not sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm gonna just hold on to this. If you insist, what? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind, Natsuki. I'll give you the poem, but it's not very. Still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't really gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess I'm right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let anyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's gonna like it though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. All right, here we go. Amy Likes Spiders by Natsuki. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt it. If it doesn't hurt anyone, it's gross. She's gross. She's gross. The whole world is better without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. All right. Natsuki does not like spiders. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. No. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain the complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to everything. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others' feelings for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. Or at least I can relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of people can too. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been, well, enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? All right. Thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez! I look forward to tomorrow too, okay? All right, I will. We're gonna show it to Sayori. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I love it, especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can't I, Sayori? You must be seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Or sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understood you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a rytaku poem. That makes it feel extra special. I like to feel your feelings in it. She hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. It makes me feel things. It must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Maybe. Honestly, I don't know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want me to write oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. She's like zoning out, like, Well, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweets. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad, I can see you liking... I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. You gotta give that cloud a hug. That rain cloud a hug. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? All right, here is Bottles by Sayori. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I can reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Yeah. So there's that. Interesting. Holy crap. Yeah, holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Not exactly. Why exactly? Maybe because I'm used to be so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Okay, all right. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes made it hard for me to be pessimistic. All right, going to Monica. We're just saving Yuri for last, because... Hello, that was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you are being along so well. ... That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Here is Save Me by Monica. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. That's it. That's like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? What? Of meaningless. Load me. What? Okay. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing that I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper, choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way is not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save the game. You never know when you might change your mind. Ha! Save. We'll save the game right there. Okay. Okay. It's kind of like a, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Monica, you're up to something. What am I even talking about? Ha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Here comes Yuri. Here we go. Are you still mad at me? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me, because you prefer her writing over mine. That's really not true. Meaning, when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please, it makes me easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me, and that's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that's how she feels. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice to abide to that request. Okay, everyone. She didn't let me read her poem. She said no. You don't get to something extra planned today, so if everyone can sit at the front of the room. Is this about a festival? Sort of. Do we have to really do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. So I think I'm already like with Yuri. She like doesn't want me to read her poem, so I think she's already out of the running. I don't do really well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters. I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. All right, that's great and all, but then tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the events. I'm sorry. I thought you heard about it. Yes, already. We're going to be performing. But Monica, yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. You really think that's a bad idea? No, not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, having fun. That's right. It's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki didn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Very dejectedly glances at everyone's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I really don't have that much of a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main events. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Or if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off, help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Should I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself and stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her injection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes their recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up for a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up, keeping her head down. She walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she so suddenly putting in so much effort? Yuri gets past the first couple of lines. Her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around as she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. At first, I started applauding. Everyone joins me afterward when we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds her poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. That was really good, Yuri. Thanks for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next. Sayori hops out of her chair and carefully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah, ha, ha. Sorry, I giggled. That was like a high-pitched one. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay. She begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. She finishes, we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori, good job. Even Rytaku liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little bit more force behind them depending on what you're reading. I know what you mean. That's why I've been practicing that kind of thing. Oh, Duncan, no worries. Hope you don't get the girl of my dreams. Thanks, I appreciate you. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for the gifted sub. Get you one of those. I'll talk to you at work tomorrow. Peace. It's just embarrassing to do that in front of everyone. The next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Rytaku. It's not like I can compare you guys anyway. Might as well let Rytaku lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, make me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it as much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about the lack of confidence in your writing. That's something I'll improve over time. Yeah, maybe. All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little bit. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. While Natsuki's trademark style, it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say, you better not make me do that again. Well, you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so I guess in that case, we won't have to worry about that much about the festival, for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and practice enough before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, should probably decide some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too, it doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming out. Let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out real nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. All right, here we go again. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always go home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it, okay? Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay. You don't have to say it. Let's go already. Don't make me do this. I walk home with Sayori once more, even though it's only been a few days. A lot of things already changed, but today Sayori's being a little quieter on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier, like how we get to, she fumbles with her words. Let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're putting me on the spot there. I'm sorry, Sayori. I'm going for Natsuki, okay? So I gotta walk home with her, all right? It's what happens. I would walk home with Natsuki. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why did the thought of that make my heart pound? I think I would be afraid of what she did to me if I turned her down. And she's so cute and fun to be around. That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. Not even pointing and speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. And now it's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Don't pull this, Sayori. Don't do this. Sayori, I can't figure out. I'll pick you on another playthrough, I promise. I can't figure out. Everyone is different, and when the club is a replacement for you. If you say so, conversation trails off. I'm feeling left awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. But if there's something that makes me happy, I would hate to take away from her. That's why I said there's no point speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Dun, dun, dun. All right, here we go again. Shopping? Okay. All right. No. Kitty. It's like Mask or Broken Sadness. Oh, Doki Doki. I think I got most of these for Natsuki. Oh, I didn't get the last one. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Ha 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 ha. You must have a lot of determination starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be a great. Were you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Who wouldn't want that, you know? You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? I want some takoyaki, man. Dude, takoyaki sounds so good. Squid, that's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. You're saying don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Festival going to be lit. It's right in your name. Monica. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, it just makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Monica, like, she's starting to break the fourth wall. Okay, let's just focus on our own event for now. Okay? Okay. There you go. That's for you, Tsukio. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway, says Natsuki. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting in a desk in the corner room looking down at nothing. I'll walk over. Hey, Sayori. Here we go. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? She shows a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. All right, if you say so. I weirdly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation had already dispersed. Everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe we should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been playing the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hey, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm a little read too much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've known anything about her. She peers over the room with Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talking to me about things that bothered her. By this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just want to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's more important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? Seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is me. Well, I know, but me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier since she joined the club. An extra light was turned inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has been before. Oh yeah, I got my physical Q2 built. She's a little high on crit rate and low on crit damage. What's her? What's the? Okay, gotcha. 80 crit rate, 165. Do you have like a crit? Crit artifact on her. She gets 15 crit rate after doing burst, so too much crit right now. I mean, that's kind of like, I mean, I have I have Ayaka at like 200% crit damage and like 60% crit rate. So, and then she gets the added 20% if it's frozen. If the person is frozen, the enemy's frozen. You're so funny. Have you thought about that? Maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful. Dude, my Ayaka though, man, 200% crit damage and 60% crit rate with 20% crit rate with the enemy being frozen is like cracked. Have you thought that maybe you're always seeing her as cheerful is because she's just how is she when she's around you? I said too much. Nice. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I would like a little bit more crit rate on her, but like with the, you know, character like the enemy being frozen, an extra 20%, that's like, it's pretty dope. All right, Monica smiles meaningfully. I know her like consistent damage. I'm like not trying to like go to play talking about Genshin right now, but since you brought it up, like her consistent damage like is insane because like if I throw her ult, like I can just throw it and like I can crack or I can kill Storm Terror in one hit. Doggo is around. Doggo is sleeping. If you have enough for a treat, maybe she'll appear on the screen. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. There it is. Tsukio's got it built. All right, y'all. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, so that's not possible to do when I'm behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? I'm letting her this weigh down on me so much. I feel like I'm only one behaving out of ordinary. There's nothing I do besides wait for Monica. Okay. The power. Oh, double treat. You have 22k vote. I got this. You got two doggo treats. Win! Cheese! 2 doggo treats! 2 doggo treats! I mean, Tsukio's just in the chat. That's not like from being a mod. He's just like... That's just like being crazy. Let's go to just chatting. Oh, she knows. Hey, what's up, Densvito? Ray, you've never seen Gwen before? Really? Oh, one. Alright. You've never seen Gwen? Well, here she is. In all her glory. Here, you get a treat. All right. Was that yummy? Is that yummy? She's got a chunky belly. Oh, look at this belly. She's just like chilling. She aight. She's just chilling. What's up? Alright, I'm gonna put you down. Alright. She's a chonker. She's a chonk. This is not Gwenstrom. Gwenstrom. Hey, you. I look up and see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so, sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just, glancing down at her table. She's holding a volume manga in her hand. That's right. Some just came for a minute. Well, we can get started now. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. No, I'm probably making it seem bigger than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her. Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And in that case, you should trust her a little bit more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. I think Gwen went to go get water and she like walked away. She's like, you give me treat and you pick me up and then you would just put me down. She was sleeping though, so if she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Yeah, jeez, if you're finally starting to get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Manga calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? The poems again. Hit 70k with Bennett in the Phantom thing flow. The Phantom flow thing. Nice. Be nice. I gotta do that one for today. I think you get like the added bonus so from like the electro thing, right? That like I don't know if that. I think that increases your damage, if I'm not mistaken. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica. She also smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who do I show my poem to first? Natsuki, obviously. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I wasn't really jealous. It's just because you happen to be a good writer. Just because you happen to be a good writer, that's just such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Aha. Haha. Natsuki, what? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? It took me a while to figure it out, but I finally did. Act so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too, right? Rytaku, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki, because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point of sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki, if you're not careful, you rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I lay it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can back up, now she smashes the poem on the desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's the first time I read... It's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it, but I know you better now, and it's wrong for you to think your style is more amateur than hers. Sayori, well, she always means well, but she's sometimes so focused on simple happiness, she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, she clutches her poem a little too hard. Looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her, but finally she forced herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Alright, here's Because You by Natsuki. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout. My truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something's above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My face is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me, because of you, because of you, because of you. Obviously, she wrote that about me. Obviously. ... Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't say that, dummy. Baka! What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things you just can't say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Seeing Natsuki is satisfied, I get to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with her assertion. I don't want it. Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would. Never mind. Sheesh with Azong, Bennett, Fiona. I think I get 30K. a charged attack. 16 for a second. No food buffs. Forgot to shred rest. Sheesh! You got... Yeah, we do need a emote. That's sick. So, like, you're talking about, like, who are you hitting the 30k with? It would be poggers. Maybe I'll get a Rika emote made saying sheesh. I'm just glad you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly. It is jam. Yeah, that's usually what I hit, like with my E with Ayaka. It's like usually 30k on the E, and then like the ult is just ripping like constantly, like despite her best efforts to hide her expression. I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone else sees it, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. We'll go Sayori. We'll see how it goes. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this poem for someone else, didn't you? Oh no, she figured it out. Probably Natsuki. She knows. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends. It's like I was hoping. Makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club. He's getting so sad, man, already, I know. Of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you. Is there something wrong? No, nothing. Just a little tired today. All right. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay, I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? See you tomorrow before I can say anything. Oh god, I think I know what's coming. Shit. I forgot about that. Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Go Monica, I guess. Hi, rytaku. Have you thought about what you want to submit? About what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Oh, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Let's take a look at today's poem. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? Come on. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in club room every day, pretending to like the manga she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. No, I think you're misunderstanding. It's not like Natsuki just says anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, it could end up damaging the club, too. You wouldn't want to do that to me, right? Would you? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her in the club, it's also kind of fair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my Oh, Gwen with a raid. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hey, thanks for coming in. We're getting to the crazy part. We're about to get to the crazy part of Doki Doki. How was the stream? Dystopian, thanks for everybody, dude. Thanks for coming in. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Oh my gosh. VPog. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for coming in. We're about to get to the crazy part. We're getting to the crazy parts. All right. Here is a poem by Monica. Hey, dude, this stream was awesome, dude. The Ascent is amazing. Dystopian this game is cursed. Good luck. Yes, I've played it before. This is a Doki Doki Literature called Plus. I've not played Plus yet. This is like another run through for me. I picked Yuri the first run. I'm picking Natsuki this run. Oh my gosh, Gwenwood, dude, it's like, it starts off as a cutesy visual novel that you have to pick between 4 girls, and it is just like, bleh. Like, it's cursed. It's very cursed. My friend just played the first one. Nice. Also, yeah, how's the Ascent? You told me it's like kind of like a top-down cyberpunk, which I've heard good things. Everybody wandering in, thanks for being here. We're playing Doki Doki Literature Club if you haven't figured that out yet. Man. Okay, let me read this poem. I'm getting like off topic. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, in all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall and I fall and I fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking before I speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. When we seek only the impossible, I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Dude, Diablo, Cyberpunk, was what Cyberpunk should have. Diablo/Cyberpunk, what Cyberpunk should have been. That's dope. I want to check it out. It's on my list. I also want to play Hades. I've got that downloaded, and I want to play that, and I know that's another kind of similar concept. It's like a roguelite type game. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sorts of things that I give life meaning. And not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Yeah, I need to play Hades. I'm like debating if I want to stream it or not. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Yeah, Hades looks like super fun. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have to write. We wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. I mean, you mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica breaking the fourth wall again. It is funny to go from pick a game for me. Hades whenever you can. So now I have to play Hades. You're gonna make me like hate it. Oh my gosh. Now I have to do it. You go from 1 to 100 in an instant. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm, Monica's tip of the day, get a lukewarm response for something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. Also, can we get a shout out for Gwen? By the way, please get a shout out for Gwen, and if we haven't already. think, they'll want to focus more on everything. Remember, it's exclamation chart. There you go. You got it. He knows. Tsukio knows. They'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. Oh God, it's much more encouraging that way and make you want to continue improving. It's also like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, Yuri. She's not gonna want to read. I should have done that sooner. My fault, OG, as they say. No, you're good. Yuri doesn't look too that enthusiastic about spending time with me. Guess she changed her mind. She'll come to me. I should leave her be for now. All right, okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems. Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on one second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange right now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? You don't have catchphrase. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, Yuri isn't even immune to it. Stagnant air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to. I know it's gonna happen, dude. I know it's coming. The only thing different, Sayori isn't here. Oh my God. Seems your right side. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little bit when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I just thought she went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well. She went home early. Is that so? I hope she's all right. Seriously? All the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No, first of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today. I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression coming from Yuri. Of all people, calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier. Everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, you need to figure out the rest of it. She didn't answer. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Well, we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling the poetry pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. And for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Bird Lover, hey, what's up? Yes, I am live. I have been live. Going on 3 hours now. But thanks for coming in, like usual. Appreciate you. I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Sorry, I have to sleep. I just want to check to it. No, you're good. You're good. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Geez, I can tell now. Sayori, I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things. I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but I can't also be a leader on my own. If I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. Have a good night, Bird Lover. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you the one who's truly useless. Thanks, Monica. Appreciate that. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some play-heavy tasks to handle. You'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You always help me out as well. Be really appreciative of that. That's Monica suggested I spend the weekend with one of my club members. This is where it gets crazy, okay? This is where it's gonna get crazy. How on earth are you gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica gave me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. It's so happy, dude, but it's about to get crazy. You don't even know. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own, right? Not be around if you only... Might not like to be around if you only make them to be a nuisance. Therefore, you may be suiting an assistant with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard it could be to make a few decorations anyway? It sounds more like you're just making excuses for Rytaku too. What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just do what you think. Guys, settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up for me to decide how I'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle down already? Yeah, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm gonna go to Natsuki. I got to do it. I know what's gonna happen. It sounds like baking could be fun. And you guys made it sound a lot of work, so they probably use 2 people. Don't worry. Baking's a ton of fun. Definitely agree. Just a minute, you were saying that that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine you by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course, I'm used to it after all. ... That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard for her not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. You guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance can be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested how it would turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. ... Natsuki starts buying to you. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might be just that I think that Yuri might be feeling a little underappreciated in general and come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki dances back and forth between everyone who they were worried the explosion. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. And I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. They'll be really important for the people, important for the way that people feel during the performances. So you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little bit more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. ... You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taking back by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, is saying such encouraging things. I begin to understand Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even though it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. All of us are going to make it a really great event. Yes. Hope to see everyone do their best, but with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. Oh God, man, you don't even know. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't have... You really would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming over to my house? Yeah, well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would go to your house. Yeah, right. Like, I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Like, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's phone numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. All right, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. You better look forward to it. Oh, didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like that in front of everyone. That I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So, all right, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. I'm heading out. See you on Sunday. Never mind. Can't believe this. Natsuki's going to come to my house Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. I'm going to save right quick. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us, or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off a bit. I seriously can't wait. Oh God, it's already Sunday. Oh man, it's the weekend. Ugh. Been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. Keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We send each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned out in a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone. She's using tons of emoji and cute language. All right, Gwenwood, you're like cutting out right before it gets into the nutso. But I love you, man. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate you. And I will catch you next time. V-Poggers. Have a good night's sleep. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Oh, God. Oh, no. I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. God. Again, we used to play so often that I made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. No. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange. Oh, God. I know it's coming. God. It's already strange of her to not run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh. Hi. Sayori forced a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? The room is messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations. I thought something else was going to happen. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but how did you know that? She had already left by the time we decided at the last meeting. Monica told me it's only natural for her to keep me informed about festival preparations. That's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. So it's more silence between us. Sayori stares in any random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday, when something is wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, she smiles, shaking her head. That's not good, right? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have to be worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. So sad, man. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori, I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. She gives me an empty smile. You've really put me in a trap, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? There it is. You're really going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I don't have a choice at this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Like, this makes you oh man. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why? Is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even though if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand it all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Help me everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear growing through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand your feelings at all, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, there's nothing at all. The only thing that I've helped is if everyone can be like it always was, but I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. She's crying. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish and I was punished by my heart beating hurt. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you come here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled her in a tight embrace. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. She's not hanging back despite my arms being wrapped around her shoulders. Her arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing in my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. I manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want her to know is that I care. If you have any to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. She lets me go. As she does, so I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. She wipes her eyes. I could have spent the whole day here. I would. Fall days. This has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't be able to forgive you. It's almost time for Natsuki to come and meet me in my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. See you tomorrow, okay? All right. Look forward to it. Say goodbye to Sayori, exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too, so I think Sayori is right. Should be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Only spent a few minutes back home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I knew it, she texted me and let me know she's outside the front door without delay. Opened the front door to let her in. Sup? Sup? I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her such cute clothes makes the uniform totally unfitting in comparison. Don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird because you're just not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I come in. See, you brought a lot of stuff. Carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find her kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. She asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly saying that rather than saying something snarky like she usually does. Could it be she's a little different outside of school after all? Let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? What's your hospitality? Come on, since when I need to be a gentleman? Grab the bag. This is ridiculously heavy. Carry that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimated you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hit a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you realize you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong. They don't think I'm worth my size. It's fun to get when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. I need a sippy. Oh my gosh. Reading this is taking a toll. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature, sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you guys should treat me like, aha. She catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. Didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate. But also, if that's what you're thinking, you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Cool. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness. Is she gonna bully me? Please spare me. If Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back, but if she's satisfied enough for now, finally start to pull up things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen's a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled liquid, plastic bags are all strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Where'd you put the food coloring? Batter is gonna wait in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, if the flavors are different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on, you're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. At least that does look pretty cool. See, it's not like baking, it's just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day. Oh! I hit it with the flirtation. I recall Natsuki probably presenting cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I'll use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We are using an electric mixer for the batter, so I get stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It's just, it'll take a little longer. I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and used her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of icing has already improved. See? As if to empathize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey, she grabs my wrist. Don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? If you're gonna do it all the work, I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger as just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got on my face. Whose fault is that? Big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. You know what? Take this. Instead, wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. Grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. It's getting hot and steamy in here, guys. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. So cute. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. Sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just funny seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction on me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking all. Oh, God. What? Did you seriously just. Natsuki's so surprised I can't figure out how to get. She can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. If I talk to you, she really shouldn't that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question did you ask me just like that? How the mood turned to this so quickly? Gives me a silence. I noticed her shallow breaths when I was starting to feel dizzy. I don't know where the fire alarm starts going off. Oh, the fire alarm. Natsuki rushed to the man, just conveniently. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Yes, things chugging along here, huh? No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez! Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the stove. Oh my god, I put another moment, this fire alarm starts. Anyway, putting them in the oven now. Yeah, attention from the moment of force still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. Man, that was my cutesy moment. Watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays in the oven, then I reluctantly pick up the whisk, continue the icing like nothing has ever happened. Okay. I think I'm going to call it here for today. And then I'm going to do a part 2 next week. And then that'll be like the crazy part. Because I know it's about to get there, but I want to do like a whole stream and just like do all of that. So I've got like the preliminary part out of the way. We already put like 3 hours into it. So I'm going to call it quits for today. And then Wednesday next week, we'll pick this up. Part two of my Doki Doki stream. We're going to raid somebody, though, here. So let's go find somebody to raid. Let's go raid Allsquire. He's got a big draw right now. This is awesome. Let's go hit him up. We will start the raid to Allsquire. Good guy. All right, y'all. I'll catch you later.